EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see third-year man Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears as they match up with the great Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. From up top, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. And Charles, an NFC North matchup here, the so-called black and blue division.
Atta baby, show that age.
It's going to be a battle in 2019 as well. Who do you like out of this division?
Well, Chicago is a defending champion, and they play defense as well as anyone in the league, so you have to like their chances to repeat. Minnesota thought they were going to run the division, had a rough year. That's not normal Vikings football. They'll get back into the fray. Green Bay had such an underwhelming season last year. They changed coaches, but they still have number 12 throwing the football. And Detroit, they're on a crusade to eliminate bad football and get back to being the Lions that roar.
Quarterback Mitchell Trubisky leading out the Chicago Bears. Former number 2 overall pick out of Carolina. Big improvements in year 2 for Trubisky. Touchdown spiked from 7 to 24. Yards per game went up by almost 50. And, of course, most importantly, the Bears went from 5 wins to 12 and an NFC North title. On first down, Trubisky completes it to Davis. And, right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Packers pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on the players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's two really good stomps in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively, and now they've earned the right to rush the passer on third down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Bears coming out here, and they've made some news in recent weeks for something that I know you love. They've announced that they'll be adding 2 statues in front of Soldier Field as they get set to start their 100th season. George Halas, the founder of the franchise, he'll get a statue, and Walter Payton.
Sweetness.
Yeah, if you think about it, you're talking about the Mount Rushmore Chicago favorites. He's up there with probably Michael Jordan and Ernie Banks.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. In Chicago, of course, you have to salute George Halas, who started the whole thing because he helped start the league. Remember, they were the Decatur Staleys who became the Chicago Bears.
I don't remember that.
You know, you don't? You weren't around for that one? I'm surprised. But anyway.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers defense, they ready themselves here. And so far, their game plan, whatever it's been on this side of the football, working pretty well.
And I like where you went there, the game plan. You know that they spent all week watching tape, evaluating, putting together that game plan that they thought would be effective. But there's nothing like seeing it actually work on game day. What we're seeing here, wow, what a performance by them so far.
It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They go play action. Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Trubisky now already over 200 yards in this first quarter. And he's got another 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trubisky will throw. Rolling to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
What's up? Welcome to the stream.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Right here. 58, ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen
Yeah,
pass.
I figured I'd play this one. This
Looked
one
like there was an opening.
will be played pretty
Still
soon, so why
ended up
not?
with a solid game.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Back go.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'm making them look good.
There. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people
What can
miss,
we go
and
with?
they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that
2nd
play.
and 1.
That last catch short of the marker
We'll
by
go with
just
that.
a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try the right side with Jones.
Looky here, looky here.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 46 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball
Hell
game where
yeah.
one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half.
I figured you'd like that, HD.
Stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And a rout is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone.
They will not get a chance to return it.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not.
I had that
and
quarterback.
last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run with Davis. And he loses the football.
Hit a stick, baby.
And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. The football going to Green Bay here in just a second, and the Packers, well, they made a big move at wide receiver this offseason, bringing in a
here we go.
four-time
Here we go.
1,000-yard
Here we go.
receiver. But sadly for the Packer fans, it was just a one-day contract for Jordy Nelson, who wanted to retire a Packer. And why wouldn't he? Spent 10 years in the green and gold, better than 7,800 receiving yards, 5th most in franchise history.
I was looking at boards
that blew up
to
on me.
find that
Quick.
receiver.
Who is that?
Who is that they brought in? How did I miss that news? But you're exactly right. Jordy Nelson, fan favorite, a quarterback favorite for Aaron Rodgers. And he had a nice final season in Oakland. Didn't go gently into the good night. 63 catches, a little over 700 yards.
I'll tell you what, Bears.
All the way through
Y'all
his
stop
career.
this and I'll quit running
The
it.
drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. Come on, Bears. Come on.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And
Rodgers,
Tibbs
man.
kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Come on.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. If they got you the football,
Come on, Bears.
great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
And some room to work. And he will get this into the end zone.
I told you it didn't work the first time, but I got to work the second time.
Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback.
I got
almost
HD
get
want
to
to play
the
Madden
passer.
now.
Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide
I
receiver,
bet you I looked on
the
his
screen
name, he
guy
played
is.
Madden.
And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
And Jones looking like a beast. Yeah, I'm making him look like a beast. Don't know if he's like that in real life or not, but I'm making him look pretty good.
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got a
Ball's gonna be mine pretty soon.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
And he loses the football second time, and the Packers pick it up.
Funny I say that.
You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And that looks like a little bit of target in a way.
They take the field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Come on, Bears.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Come on, couldn't get away from
He's
him.
going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard
You
line.
won't see that from
Pretty
Rodgers
nice
very
gain on the
much, I don't
scramble,
think.
Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves
All
him
right, let's
back
go see what
5.
kind of I formation plays they have. Do that
Well,
95
that's a tough,
mark.
costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Motion, check. Shift. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
After the penalty, it's Jones. And boy, he did all he could, but he's going to finally be stopped a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Well,
Why do we
making
need to
an
stay out
effort
there
to
on
get the
4th
ground
and 1
game
when I'm
going
up
tonight.
31 to
So
nothing?
far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive
Kick
line.
field
They
goal
seem
and
to have the
call it a
right
day.
tone, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is
It's only right you play at Lambeau with snow.
This game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully
So,
we'll be kicking extra points.
Therefore, that's why this game is
Here's
in the snow.
Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back
Ball's
out
gonna
on the
be
field
mine.
to start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown.
Eventually.
But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score.
Did it that time.
I think Coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Safety Adrian Amos was a free agent in 2018, and division rival Green Bay took note and brought him to Wisconsin to patrol the center of their defense and also drop down near the line of scrimmage and make some big-time plays in the running
Go
game.
with Daniel.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the
My
Packers
ball.
pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now a first down
Oh,
carry by
God
Jones.
almighty, man.
Forget about
Big
finding
dude
a way to
went
get
right
that
in there,
time
son,
to
and
look
shook
up
me
before
like
he
an
was
earthquake,
planted in the
boy.
backfield. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13.
As a madman, I was
First down,
disturbed him
goes
taking the shit,
backwards.
the beef.
Jones trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
I believe.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
A little
Getting
bit
it
too
in there,
late
knocking
on
away
that one.
Eddie Jackson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but
We
what
going
an
for
effort
it, why
to get
not?
his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Nah. We'll punt.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter. He's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far.
Oh, yeah, you better dive. You better dive, you little number 10 quarterback. I was fixing to take your fucking head off.
Going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Davis will try to run for it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it. A very nice job on the run back there.
Nice little return.
All told. And it'll be Packer
23-yard return. Not bad.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Who's that? 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they get to him after
a little bit of yardage from that.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And down he goes at the 49.
Can't get nothing through there, man.
Pickup. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all
Can't
I'm
get
thinking is
nothing
that
through
on that
there
play, get me to 3rd
at
down.
all.
Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Well, I'm going to bust through here. I'm going to bust right through here right in a minute.
Go 58's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Oh, refusing to go down.
Told you I was going to bust through there. Hell yeah.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30.
Nobody going to take him down or what? Anybody going to take him down? I don't think so.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Taking it to the house.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones.
Oh, thought he was going to stay up just a little bit longer.
But this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line.
And he's going to take
Touchdown.
it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 13 yards out.
41 to nothing, basically.
Continue to pour it on.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're
Don't
going
get mad,
home with a
Bears.
loss.
Get mad, Bears.
Extra point try now for Crosby.
Ain't my fault I'm better than y'all.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
What up, HD?
This one taken from the 7. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
11 yards there, first down. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either can...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on second down. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Pushing tacklers aside. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too.
Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys continue to pour it on. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the route is on here in this first half. And they're able able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown.